Hi, I'm Nick Quick from escapehacker.com, and this is my silly ass hat. And today, with our powers combined, we are going to show you how to live rent-free in your dream destination. That's all coming up on this episode of Escape Hacker TV. Okay, so the first step that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find a great apartment in a great location, and preferably in a city that people want to come to. And that's not going to be too hard because you're going to be wanting to go there as well. So you might want to stay in Buenos Aires or Manhattan or in Thailand or wherever it is that is your dream ideal location. So wherever your dream location is going to be much better than if you live in bumfuck Iowa. And if you live in bumfuck Iowa, my apologies. You need to have a place that's in a place that people want to visit for this strategy to work. The next thing that you're going to need to do is you need to get the best price you can on the apartment. And the biggest mistake that a lot of people are going to make on this is that they're going to go to Google to find an apartment, and they're going to find some of these agencies that are basically doing the same kind of strategy that I'm going to reveal to you here and charging a very high price. What you want to do is find a local listing and rent directly from the owner of the apartment. You don't want to use any of these agencies because it's just going to cost a lot more than it should. You need to find a good price on this strategy to make it work. Next, make sure that this apartment that you choose has at least 2, maybe 3 extra bedrooms, because that's where you're going to be making the money. And really, the more the better. Now the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to sign up for Airbnb. And if you go to escapehacker.com/Airbnb, now full disclosure, if you use that link, the fine folks at Airbnb will put a little credit in my account so that maybe someday I can come and visit you in your apartment. Use that link if you like. Alright, so the next step that you're going to need to do is you need to find your break-even price point that you can charge per night. Figure out what it is. Is it going to be $20 a night? Is it going to be $50 a night? You need to know what that figure is. Then what you're going to do is check that against other listings in the same neighborhood that are similar to your apartment. If that number that you came up with is not comparable with their listings, then you need to go back to the step and find a better apartment that will work for this, but that should rarely be the case. So the next thing that you need to do, and we're just going to go here and look at my account here, is that you need to have an awesome listing. The better you can describe your place and the more fun and creative you can get with it, get funky with it, guys, the more likely it is that you're going to get rented out. So here we go. We have slick apartment in the hip new neighborhood. The next thing that you need to do is have lots of awesome pictures. So you can see, here's a bedroom. There's another view. The bathroom. Here we go. People like to see this. We've got a bar set up. And each one of these pictures has a fun, creative caption. So make sure that you do that and write a very good description telling all the awesome things about what your apartment has to offer. And if you're doing the strategy like I would recommend, you're going to be living in an awesome place anyways, so you're going to have lots of awesome things to write about. Make sure that you get crazy with it. If you're not that creative of a writer, outsource it to somebody. But make sure that this listing is phenomenal. Alright, so after that, you're going to offer your listing at a much lower price than you should. And why are you doing this? Because initially you're going to have very few reviews, and reviews are very important on Airbnb. The more awesome reviews you have, the more you can charge for your place and the more inquiries you're going to have. So here's what you need to do. Have your place listed very low and only allow people to stay for a couple days. Do not offer monthly rents or weekly rent. Do it only by the day and let people stay for a day or two and be an awesome, epic host. Make sure that they have the best experience ever so they can write about it. And this is just good in general. Make sure that they have a great time. Now, if you really want to hack this, and this is where we can get into some murky ethical waters, but if you want to really fast track to having free rent, what you can do is pay your friends to stay at your place. That's right, all you do is PayPal your friends the money to stay in the place, and then have them write a review. And if they're not good at writing the review, or they don't want to write the review, you can write it for them. Just make sure you have a whole bunch of reviews written, and you can accumulate these really quickly. And before long, you're going to have a whole bunch of awesome positive reviews. And before long, you're going to have lots of people wanting to stay at your place. And then you can just up the price bit by bit by bit until you get to that price point where you are either breaking even, or in my case, I'm actually making money renting out my extra rooms. So not only do I live free, I'm actually getting paid to live in this swanky ass apartment. And you might be wondering, what was the time frame on how you got it so it was booked out constantly and that you were able to make money on it? It took me about 2 weeks. Now for the next month and a half, I am completely booked out and making a few $100 off of living in this awesome apartment. You can do the same. And then what can you do with that awesome money that you have left over? You can use it, as I would suggest, on beer money. So there you have it. That's how you can live rent-free in your city and have free beer money. Go out and do it right now. I urge you to go start traveling the world. That's what Escape Hacker is all about. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, share it on all of your favorite social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter. Let people know about this strategy. It's a really awesome one. Also be sure to check out escapehacker.com, where I'm giving out all sorts of free goodies and travel hacks that allow you to escape your daily drudge and live your ultimate dream lifestyle. Get out there and live your dream lifestyle.